This is Clever Girls No Drum and Bass in the Jazz Room, objectively one of the most precious musical works humanity has ever produced over the past millennium. This album is a type of music genre called math rock, which is just a fancy word for rhythmically complex music, in which musicians write riffs like they're solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded while riding on a roller coaster. I've been indulging myself in these kinds of music for the past few years, and will continue to do so until the heat death of the universe. Now, as much as I would love to listen to this masterpiece every day, due to my minuscule brain having a memory of a goldfish, I always forget to do so. But then I remembered that we live in today's modern age, and through the help of technology, these kinds of problems shouldn't hold back humanity from progressing. That's why I'll make an automation bot that will repeatedly play this album daily to remind me how stellar this magnum opus is. The idea is simple. I'll create a Java program that imitates how a user usually interacts with YouTube. This includes opening a browser, going to the YouTube homepage, searching for a specific song, playing the music, and then closing the browser. I'll implement this using Selenium and TestNG. The program will then be automatically executed by Jenkins daily at 5 p.m., which will then be hosted in a Raspberry Pi. The framework of this project will follow the page object model design pattern, where individual pages are separated in each class with specific methods. This creates a separation of concerns, making the codebase maintainable, whatever that means. I will not bore you with the explanations of the source code, since I believe everyone nowadays is a programmer, thanks to large language models such as ChatGPT and DeepSeek. Of course, an album consists of multiple songs, and for the program to know which songs needed to be played, I created a JSON file that includes these 4 magnificent songs, having a key value pair of search and video titles. This will then be fetched by the script one at a time. This concept is called data-driven testing, where a repeated task uses a different sets of data in each execution. And I know what you're thinking, Alan, can't you just take the exact URL of the video you wanted to play and use it directly when opening a browser? From there, you will not need the extra processes of interacting with different pages. Well, that's an efficient way to do it, Albert Einstein. But I once read a quote from the deep part of the internet stating, "An idiot admires complexity, a genius admires simplicity." Besides, I wanted to sound smart and to appear that I actually knew what I was doing, to impress technical recruiters at LinkedIn, increasing my chances of getting hired. So this is the program at its full glory. This is the main task method that will drive the automation. And let's run it and give it a try. So it works. It loops correctly on the 4 songs that I declared on the JSON file, but it appears that some of the songs weren't played right. For example, these 2 songs only played for 6 seconds. So the way I coded the program is, for it to exactly know when to proceed to the next data on the JSON, it will get the duration of the current song being played and use that duration to pause the program. However, if a video has an ad like in this instance, the ad duration was accounted for instead of the actual duration of the song. Basically, I don't want an ad playing on the top of the actual video. There are 2 ways to mitigate this issue. First is to modify the WebDriver to include an ad blocker extension. Second is to use a browser profile that already has an ad blocker installed. Either of the 2 method works, but using a browser profile is what I prefer. I also configured the WebDriver to run in headless mode to save memory resources, since the Raspberry Pi that will host this program has only 1 GB of RAM. So I executed the program again with the said changes, and as you notice, no Chrome browser was launched, but I still can hear the song being played in the background. Everything works as expected. Prior to the execution of the main program, to make the Raspberry Pi more than just a device mindlessly processing 1 and zeros all the time, I added some voice lines to give it a personality. So that Raspberry Pi beside Jesus Christ has been set up, running a Jenkins server, and then connected to the cheap Chinese Bluetooth speaker. And it's ready to be my personal DJ for the rest of its life. It's already 5 o'clock and Jenkins is scheduled to trigger the job and execute the program imminently.
What is my purpose?
You play Clever Girls No Drum and Bass in the Jazz Room.
Oh my god.
That's how I wasted countless hours automating a simple task. Thanks for watching.